Mr. Banner, how common is it that individuals incarcerated in Charlevoix and Emmett counties remain incarcerated for weeks or months before coming to court because they're unable to meet the demands of bail? Do you believe current practices are consistent with the Eighth Amendment to the Constitution, which states that excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishment?
Well, let's start out by saying that the purpose of bond or bail there's a couple of reasons for that. One is to assure that people attend and appear at their scheduled court appearances. The other primary concern is public safety and keeping the public safe from violent offenders. At the same time, the rights of the accused have to be observed as well. I spoke to both Sheriff Wallen and Sheriff Vondra about these issues in preparation for this hearing. Right now, the Charlevoix County Jail has a maximum capacity of 89. There are 15 sentenced people in jail, and there are 40 pretrial detainees who are incarcerated for their inability to bond out at this particular time. So of 55 inmates, 40 are being detained. So certainly it's an issue. The way that those things can be addressed, either there have to be, I don't know if we're not being speedy enough with bringing these folks to adjudication, but it is an issue in both counties at the present time.
Okay, thank you. Lasher, same question.
Okay, well, thank you. I'd actually have to disagree with that. I don't think that it's a big issue, as Mr. Banner is indicating. Certainly, Emmett County Jail is not at capacity. And I'm not sure that that's a correct statistic regarding the fact that people are there because they cannot make bond. So just as an explanation of that, so bond is essentially required. There's only a few very narrow cases where you can deny bond. Otherwise, bond has to be set. I look at when I'm setting bond, well, just for clarification, because every single criminal case, whether it's a misdemeanor or a felony, begins in district court. And I am the one who's been setting the bond for the last year, along with my magistrate. And so when I look at bond, I look at danger level, a person's substance abuse and mental health needs, their prior criminal record, the likelihood of conviction, ties to the community and employment. And the one that I look at the strongest, quite honestly, is danger to the community, because I think that we do have to look at protection of the community. And often the people who are in jail are people who have violated their bond. And so there are some who, of course, cannot make their bond, but there's a reason why that bond is set higher because of the nature of the offenses or danger to the community or other factors, as I've indicated. But then there are those as well who are in jail because they were granted bond, did make bond, and violated their bond. And I take violations of bond extremely seriously and violations of court orders very seriously.
Okay, thank you. Lasher?